Good afternoon, brothers and sisters. Welcome to Pathways Santa Rosa, where God meets you where you are. I am Joey Kalangi and my wife is Lulu. We are members of the Ang Ligayan ng Panginoong community. We've been members since 1982, and we are blessed with 3 children and a grandson. We are part of a group of fraternal brothers and sisters, and we are serving as pastoral leaders of a group of senior men and women. Last Tuesday, our teaching on fraternal correction began. In chapter 18, verse 15 of the Gospel of Matthew, Jesus told his disciples that if a brother sinned against a brother in community, the one aggrieved should initiate reconciliation by meeting him privately. The goal is to restore the friendship that has been lost because of sin. That is to bring the strayed sheep back to the fold of community life and to his family. The intention of Jesus is that no one should be lost. John the Apostle said, "For God did not send his Son into the world to condemn the world, but to save the world through him." John 3, verse 17. That's why Jesus' attitude towards sinners is commonly opposed from the ordinary experience of people who have suffered from other people's wrongdoing. They condemn sinners, refuse forgiveness until they exact their revenge or see them suffering. Jesus is our model. For although he had not sinned, he entered into the world of sinners so that we can be lifted up from our condition of sinfulness. Today we continue with verse 16 and it reads, "If he does not listen, take 1 or 2 others along with you, so that every fact may be established on the testimony of 2 or 3 witnesses." If he refuses to listen to them, tell the church. If he refuses to listen even to the church, then treat him as you would a Gentile or a tax collector. Here we see that the Lord is telling us first to bring along 1 or 2 witnesses. They are to substantiate the facts and determine if charges can be filed or not. Their role and purpose are vital in court hearing and mediation process. Deuteronomy 19, verse 15b says, "A judicial fact shall be established only on the testimony of 2 or 3 witnesses." A single witness account or testimony cannot be established as judicial fact, but only by 2 or 3 shared testimonies. This is probably designed to ensure that the testimonies of the witnesses are truly factual and therefore not only drawn out of their own personal interpretation. How can we be an effective witness or mediator between 2 or more persons? We should bear in mind that the main ingredient here is a virtue called truthfulness. All parties concerned must possess this good moral quality to have good result. The accuser and the accused should keep all information within the confine of the mediation body, and no external intervention such as the use of influence, connivance, political favors, and even the use of social media be resorted to. The offended brother, in this desire to correct and restore the life of the brother at fault, is actually helping him to regain his good standing in the community. This is aligned and consistent with the will of God when he said, "I come to save sinners, not to condemn." We should be agents of light and truth, as and when we have exerted all possible efforts to reconcile them and still the offenders refuse to listen, and shuns away from the mediation process, then we surrender everything to God and let the church take over for the final disposition. At this point, I would like to share an instance in our group where a simple misunderstanding almost turned a serious but happy relationship into a critical relationship problem. The husband mediated in behalf of his wife within the group. The wife was already having resentment against some members, but she did not want to open up and share her feelings. It dragged on for some time until the husband decided to intervene and talk to the group. Everything became clear after explaining his wife's side. It was a pure and simple misunderstanding. He said that his wife does not have to be given any explanation of what transpired, but a humble expression of love saying, "Sorry," would suffice. The group understood. Feelings are neither right nor wrong, and sometimes it is better to be united than right. Friendship and understanding were restored. Brothers and sisters, we should always be mindful of our action, as it could hurt others unwittingly. We should bear in mind that we should be good witnesses of God's love. In this chapter, Jesus placed the initiative of settling personal dispute on the shoulder of the offended or aggrieved person. The idea of going to the brother who has sinned to inform him of his fault requires more than what words can express. For Jesus said, it is not merely a matter of verbalizing or citing the offense committed, but takes into account the whole aspect of reconciliation and restoration of relationship with his fellow brother, and most of all, with our God. Our model is Jesus himself, who dined with tax collector and other sinners. While the direction of the Lord to his people continues to protect the relationship of brothers and sisters in the community or church, the practice of the world are directly opposed to the will of God, creating disorder, division, misunderstanding, chaos, and violence. As we end our teaching today, let us close our eyes and ask the Lord to make us channels of His peace, His love, and joy. Amen.